I see many iPhones. Please rename your name. I see we good number of count and people are yet to join. And let's start. Hi everyone. A warm welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar and thanks for your support, guys. And myself, I'm Deepthi. I'm serving as BOD from the Charlotte. I'm the one representing the webinar committee. And we also have Vijay and Srikanth. Vijay has chosen this topic for today and he's playing a vital role in driving the session. And we also have Srikanth Amidala, who is helping for the live streaming and the Zoom link. And he's the person working behind the scenes. And we also have our president, executive committee, and Srinivas Saini, who is representing this meeting. So yeah, with this, I want to give a quick logistics about the session today. And it is an uninterrupted session. We'll hold up some question and answers that will be answered at the end. Yeah, with that, let's get started. And here is our presenter, Srinivas Komatipally. And today's topic is colleges, internships, and mentoring. And coming to Srinivas Komatipally, he's a NAPA member and he lives in New Jersey, currently working in, and he's been working in IT for the past 15 years. He did his master's in computer science and he's currently working as a solution architect in American Express, as I said. So he's skilled and highly accomplished software engineer. So with these innovative ideas, he started a couple of startup companies like NRI Wala and SRR IT Solutions. Currently, he's serving as an NJ chapter director and he actively participates in all the NAPA activities. Today, we're going to learn some interesting concepts like career guidance for youth, college internships, enhanced resume, and college applications. And we're going to learn about mentoring the career goals of the youth, gain the practical experience to empower youth in the technology. And I request everyone to be on the mute. And however, all the questions will be answered at the end. And we also have Rajarao Bandaru Garu and Lasya. They'll be joining and they're going to present a video and we're going to. And later we have the Srini Komatipally is going to share an assessment for all the students who joined today. And with that, let's get started. And I welcome Srinivas Komatipally to start the session.
Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for joining this webinar. Let me share my screen. First of all, welcome to NAPA family. I've been with NAPA for more than 6 years now. So very happy to be part of that. And I learned a lot and I got a lot of help. So I appreciated all NAPA family and extended supported. So thank you, Deepthi and Vijay and Srikanth, setting up this and taking care about all the logistics and to make this happen for today. So the topic for today is colleges, internships, and mentoring, a pathway to a success. So you might have a questions like, why we need this webinar, why this topic? And of course, Deepthi, you already explained about me. That's good. Thank you for that. So obviously the question is like, why we need this webinar? I mean, I've been talking to a lot of family friends and, especially Napa family friends. So most of, I have two daughters and one is going to be in middle school next year. But most of our parents, kids and all like either they're in middle school or in high school. So a lot of questions coming to in parent mind. Okay, hey, I mean, we're not really thinking in the college yet, but still, like, the questions like, okay, that kid enrolled into that college, this kid enrolled into this college. Oh, that college is very good. Oh, how come they got into that college? Oh, it's awesome. And all these kind of, kind of statements coming out of from most of our Napa family members. So I think that the problem statement is here that a high school student want to getting into a good college, and whatever things are needed for to getting into a college which he was dreamed about it. And this webinar is a starting point. And I want to ensure, they get right guidance, right mentorship, and also right internship, whatever available at this moment. So that way, like, they can get where they want. And we want given an opportunity, experiment, experience in whatever the field it is. So this webinar, I'm trying to come up with some kind of idea, and I need everybody help here. All the Napa family parents. I need your help to make it this happen. And without your support and help, will not be very successful. But that's the reason, like, I want to get involved, every parent. And one day or today or tomorrow, your kid will be benefited out of it. So the today's topics, primarily I'm going to talk about it. What are the benefits of internship? What are the benefits of mentoring? And how to find the internship and mentoring opportunities? And how to make it most of that, the most out of the internship and mentoring. And we have some success stories we will share. And also I'm coming with a small demo, project demo, to show, like, a very simple steps what we can do it. And after that, I will give a future assignment, which is primarily for high school students. And that assignment can be completed by the students. And there is an evaluation process and review process, and all that will be taking care and provide the feedback. Okay, what you have done and what you could do. And there's a better and best. So all these things will be discussed in the following webinar sessions. And that could may not be a webinar or like part of this NAPA, but it could be a private meeting between the students and with myself or some other people getting involved, and then followed by a Q&A. So that is the today's topic. Any questions or please feel free. Okay, you can raise your hand and you can send a message on the chat, and Deepthi and she can bring it up whenever they need it. Hopefully this is sounds good to you, and I'm moving forward. And if you have anything, please do let me know. Okay, so first thing, what are the benefits of internships? Why I need an internship? What is the benefit? And especially for a high school student. So yes, nowadays, the challenge, I mean, I see the kids, how they are. A high school student, they're doing wonderful jobs, and they're doing equivalent of what I'm doing in currently in my job. I was amazed. And, when I look at some of the kids and they say like, uncle, I did a Python program, and I did some search algorithm, and I did this. Oh my God, it's blowing my mind, what they're doing. And okay, why cannot our Napa family kids can do that? So that is a question to me. And that's where, like, I want, like, how we can make it that impactful in our kids, especially the high school kids are, they're very fresh mind. There are a lot of innovation in their mind. We need to bring it out. So how to get that? They need a real practical experience, because when we talk about a lot of things, we think that, oh, okay, yeah, that works. But when you actually do it, you experience it. That practical experience is important. In my personal genre, so I always feel like the early you learn, you will be better and better. And that's what, we want to provide a kind of practical experience through internship. And so that way, like, they can experience and they can really think like what they can do. There's no limit. And we are coming up with some networking where we can bring all the professionals, and not just only within Napa or even outside Napa, because when it comes to internship and all, we don't want limit. We want to go out and talk to other people, other friends, families, and whoever. We'll try to network and bring them onboarded and to help our kids. And that's the main thing we want to do it. And again, I want to set up few things and making sure that we have enough people to provide internship and mentorship, and also having that internship in place. So the college admissions. I'm sorry, is there anything?
No, I request everyone to be on mute, please.
Okay, okay, please. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and by having the internship, see, and what I feel right now, especially when I'm talking a lot of high school students, and always they feel like, oh, okay, this one, okay, I do it, I got the grade. I mean, everyone get a grade, and I know, like, being a Padmashali, we are very good in education, and we are very knowledgeable and very smart, and we get the grades. Everyone will get a grade nowadays. So grade is not the criteria. There's something else. And someone talk like, oh, sports. Okay, everyone has extracurricular activities. Everyone can get into sports. That's also not a criteria. So something else. So the something else, it could be very personally and innovatively. We need to think and come up with a practical experience. And that's what the internship we need to provide. And that's what, I'm trying to find out certain a core team which will help and guide through it, and we will do kind of more face by face manner. And of course, I'm going to seek out the help from Napa executive committee team to help on some of these logistics and all that. So we'll go to them, and first of all, I want to chart out the idea and put it together and go back and then talk about all that. So ultimately, we want to really bring the hidden talent of the kids through internship programs. And when we're talking to certain kids, like, oh, I want to build an app, and they know like some idea, but they don't know how to do it, how that works. And that is where, like, this is an experimental place where they can come and try and play around and learn and experience. And ultimately, the experience speaks when they go to college. So that's what the main benefits of internship here. We'll be talking, and we'll continue talking on that. And then coming to a mentorship. So always, I mean, as part of my professional life, I always choose mentors, and I can be also mentee. So I did mentee and mentorship as well. So always I take the personal feedback, and especially the feedback early, the feedback you get early, it will help you a lot. So being a mentorship, if you have a mentor, and if we provide a feedback, that feedback is very crucial for your success. So you need to really have a mentor at any point of time, whether you're kid or a college or in professional life. So always have you should have a mentor. And of course, my mom and dad is they're mentors from day one. But I'm saying, like, apart from mom and dad, you need someone else too. So always choose a mentor, no matter what, and whether you're coming on this platform or are taking up this one or not. So whether in school or college or outside or friends, just always have a mentor, because having a mentor, you get a very personalized guidance. And being a mentor knows like what is your capability, you may not think and you don't know some of them. So the mentor can identify and help you to guide where you want to go, how you want to go, at certain things how you can achieve it. So always have a mentor, and having a mentor sometimes it improve your confidence and also provide emotional support wherever you need it. So as a step one, just please try to get a mentor. And I always in a personal life I have some mentors. I have some inspiration of some looking at some people I inspired a lot. And also my professional life, I also have some mentors. So that's really helping me, and also helping me in my confidence, emotional support, and my personal life, and making a decisions, all that. So that's really helpful. And especially the feedback. So being a mentor, you'll get a right feedback. And if you look at the feedback, oh, okay, you may be good at certain things. You may not be good at certain things. So, okay, what you're not good at, if you know that early, then you can work on to make it yourself better. So that's what we needed. And of course, mentor will try to help you to explore and learn more about what is the industry. So I'm in IT. I know like IT how it works, and what are the technology, what are the tools, how the companies works, what companies making, all that. If you are in finance, you'll explore the finance industry. If you are in medicine, you can explore the medicine industry. So being, having a mentor, there are a lot of areas. It shape your future, it shape your career. So that's what there is a mentorship is important for every kid. Hopefully everyone is getting what I'm trying to tell. This is like, I'm just personally thinking and talking. Okay, just feel free if you have anything. Yeah. Hey, I think Pranav. Yeah, I also want to, there's a one of the kid, like, Pranav, also one of the kid I spoke to him earlier. So, okay, Pranav, I want to bring it up, Pranav. So, Pranav, can you talk like what we talked about it? Srikant or Deepthi, can you unmute him? I mean, I just want to give a couple of minutes to, you can talk about some of the problem statement. Why, high school kid needed a mentorship or internship. Go ahead, Pranav. If you are able to, if you are unmuted, please go ahead and talk.
Yes, Pranav, go ahead.
I want to make this a more interactive. Okay, I don't want just read through it and talk, but I want more interactive, more people get involved and talk, and especially the parents. If your kid is not there, you can show this video later. But if your kid is well with you, and just let them come and sit and listen to this. And if they have any questions, again, please raise and talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm currently a ninth grade in high school, and I'm very interested in technology and business, and trying to create go into more activities, extracurricular activities, which could help me benefit in the future for my college internships and real life jobs in the future. So how could I go into an internship, or how could I get qualified for that, or how could I find a mentor who could help me in the future so I could succeed and pursue my goals?
Yeah. Okay, Pranav. Yeah, I mean, again, as I talked to you earlier, this is what exactly we are going to fulfill, and whatever the needs. Maybe there is some logistics. We'll work through the logistics to work for you. And because see, when we are here, when we are here as parents, we want our kids shine, and whatever they needed, we need to provide. Maybe as a parent, I may be in a different field, my kid is looking into another field, so that is where we want to help you. So we'll talk about that towards end of that. And but yeah, as you said, that the tools or the required things, we will chart down and then we'll put together, and that's what we'll come up with a curriculum. Okay, for internship, this is the enrollment time, please enroll it. And these are the areas of interest, and whichever area you want to take it up, and this is the curriculum. And that's what we're going to publicize. and then whichever needs your your interest, so you choose that path, and we will build those career path along with internship and mentorship.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I
Okay.
again there are a lot to bring it on, and that's what I was telling all the parents. Please come forward and spend at least weekly 1 hour for this kind of activity, and it may not benefit your kid now, but in the future it does. So feel like that, okay, this is for my kid, and I'm spending weekly 1 hour, and I'll try to come up with some career path and everything, and then put into action, and then we will talk to the executive committee and APA executive committee, and then take it forward. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Pranav. So the question is, like, as we're talking, like how we can find the internship or mentorship opportunities. As part of this activity, we are going to build a internship portal under NAPA, and that application going to build by our high school students, and that's another internship project. Okay, and I'll give that as an assignment, and we'll work through it, and we can make it live. And when you go there, oh, okay, this is a portal, I built it, I was contributor, it's a my code, it's out there, and it's working. So that's the kind of confidence you'll get it. So what is the logistics required, what is the design required, what component needed, and all that, we'll work through it. Okay, and that is a portal everyone will register as being a mentor, or if there is any internship opportunities. So we'll use that portal actively, and the students can register, and then they can show their interest, and all that will be working there. We'll build it as a POC and then take it forward as actually a full-fledged system. Okay, yeah, that's a one portal to go to find out, and that is our first step, and we will take it forward and get it that done. And I will be taking the ownership of that and working with all high school students and get that done. And next thing is, I was talking about networking and with professionals. Maybe inside NAPA, outside NAPA, I don't care. All we want, like, we can network with the friends, families, and any companies. And I'm working at certain company, and there is something in a good an opportunity. Okay, why not? I can introduce. I can provide that opportunity to our kids. So that's how, like, we need to just come out and to show. And if I have my friend, there is my friend who is a doctor, and in his doctor office, I think there are certain kids interested in medicine. So I can talk to my friend, hey, can you help us? And I have some kids who are interested in medicine, and they needed some internship, or maybe mentoring, or they want kind of tour of your hospital, and or they maybe want to see, like, how a day-to-day operation works for a front desk, or being a doctor or a nurse. So we need to come out and give that insight and help our kids especially. So the areas we need to identify, and we need to take some broader areas and find out and network with the people, friends, professionals, and we need to do that. And that's how we will find more opportunities. And being a internship or mentor opportunity, I want to provide it. Maybe it with not with me, or maybe my friends. That's fine, as long as someone going to give that experience, live experience. That's what we needed. And like a lot of our family, extended family members as a consulting companies, they might have some ideas, and they can even offer, like, hey, I have an idea. It may build. If someone can build it for me. I have an idea to build an app. Okay, I want to give to our kids. They can publish in our portal, and there's an internship program I want to offer from my company. I have some idea. Let's do it. So that's a kind of thing we will be registered through our portal. It's a board or job boards or internship boards. So That's how like we'll get more opportunities, and ultimately someone has to manage, and I want to get more family friends need to be involved, and especially NAPA parents need to be involved in this program and take it forward.
Srini, sorry to interrupt you. Can you go to the slide which you are speaking of?
Yeah, this is the one.
Okay, yeah.
Finding internship and mentorship opportunities.
We could not able to the that screen, Srini, so that's why.
Oh, okay. You've not seen that before?
Yeah, no.
No, we are still on that.
Earlier we saw that one. Now it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about now? I'm sorry. I didn't know. Please call out if something, you think that in the same, because I am the same, whatever the screen I'm there, I'm talking on that screen particularly.
Yeah, still on the same screen.
Okay.
Very
You
well.
able to see now?
No,
Still on
nothing
your
is changing.
agenda.
Nothing is changing.
Yeah, today's
Okay.
it's like today's topic. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now you see it. Yeah.
So now you see.
And,
Okay. I think the
Thank you. Please mute everyone. Yeah. Thank you for your patience. Thanks, guys.
and like this is Tiruchirappalli. I really
Yeah,
see
I
the
think-
benefits of mentorship. Like in my company, like I used to mentor and like have connections. That really helps. And this is a good topic. Thank you for covering it for NAPA.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Thiru. Yeah, we will see. I need the parents to come forward, and I will have like offline discussions where I've shown interest, and then we will talk about it more. The career path and all need to be built, and I have certain extent. I put it, but I need more inputs and all that, so we'll take it forward. So these are benefits, and then I talked about it: the finding internships and mentorship opportunities, and the last one, this one is making the most of internship and mentoring. So how can make most of that? Means how can get the most benefits out of the internship or mentorship? So, I mean, again, first thing, when you want to do a internship or do you want a mentor, you need to set up a goal. Without setting up a goal, nothing will work. You need to have a goal for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 year, 20 year, like that. So go on. So you need to have a goal always, no matter what, whether you're a high school kid or a middle school kid or college kid, you always have to have a goal. So if you don't have a goal, please think about it. What is your goal? Maybe think about the current situation. Okay, I'm a high school student. What is my first goal? What is my second goal? Just think about it. And if you need, discuss with your parents. Okay, this is my goal. What do you think? Of course, being a parent can advise you, oh, that's good. And, oh, okay, because every parent has different backgrounds and they came all the way, like, lot of struggles and all that. So if you need setting, help with the setting up a goal, talk to your parents and understand what they did. You don't need to, they tell you goal, what is your goal, but tell that, what is your goal? Ask your parent, what is your goal? And what do you want to do? Let them say something and hear it from that. And then think about yourself, what you want to do. So like that. So set up a goal. That's very, very important. And always, as I said that in the previous slide also, need a feedback. Always seek a feedback. Anyone, whether your friend, family, if you spend like, 1 day with someone, just ask feedback. Okay, what do you think? Like, just ask. Sometimes, the feedback, if you get a constructive feedback and transparent feedback, that will be great. So always seek feedback. Even professional life, we seek feedbacks and we get the feedback. And as you know, the feedback about you, what you have done, that's better for you. So feedback is very, very important. And go to your teacher, ask like, teacher, yeah, what is my, what do you think about me in my particular class or subject, whatever. So just try to get feedback as much as possible from as many people. That will help you a lot, I'm sure. So yeah, I mean, next thing is always build a good relationship with mentor, because when you choose a mentor or someone who mentored you, so always they know about you and how you grown. Like a lot of kids, we talk about it, and in a span of few years they grow like much higher than even parent. Yesterday I was in one of the event, one of my friend talking like my this kid was used to play in my house after school, and now he's a politician and he's now chief guest of this event. So I was just surprised. That's how it is. So the kids have a good mentor, and now even though your mentor helped you to grow, yeah, keeping the relationship, and always you learn something new. So good, have a good relationship with mentor is helpful. And again, I want to encourage the students, especially take the ownership and take it forward. And we are here, back, we are back, and take it forward, and do let us know where you need help. We want to help you. So I want every student, come here, contribute it, and whatever you could do, take the ownership and make it happen. All right. So now that's what I want to cover. And now I want to some success stories. Before that, I want to talk to Dr. Rajarao Garu. So he's a well-known person. I was inspired from him a lot. And especially, the way he talks, the way things he has done in the past, it's amazing. He has a very good track record, for sure. Rajarao Garu, if you don't mind, please share your recommendations, guidance, or whatever you could help with our kids. So please feel free. You can unmute yourself and
Yeah,
then talk for a few minutes.
I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much, Srini, and thanks everybody for joining this seminar or webinar, whatever you call that. I live in a place close to Princeton, New Jersey, called East Brunswick. I've been a resident of this area for the last 42 years. So I'm an older man. I have 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl. I never insisted on them going to a specific school. I gave them guidance in terms of whatever they want to do. Doesn't matter what school they go to. From my own experience, I found undergraduate really doesn't matter what school you go. I went to IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi. That's where I did my education and became a professor of electronics and communication engineering and served at both places. But I always wanted to develop medical products. So I spent 3 years doing research with the All India Institute of Medical Science, developed a lot of diagnostic tools because I was an electronic engineer, could make things. So what I want everybody is to know is, do not worry what you study, what degrees you take it. Do the best you can. Do the best you can. Then I went to England for 10 years, developed optical fiber, one of the first in the world, and manufactured it and implemented it in British Telecom. Came here in 1981 and applied all of that in the telecommunication, working for Bell Labs. Then I started my own company, and in between, now there are a lot of Indians here, particularly our Napa family. And most of the parents studied in this country now today. either a master's or undergraduate. When we came in, there was nobody. So I had a Telugu school in my house, as well as SAT class for students there where they're taking class downstairs or upstairs. But in another floor, all the parents used to assemble. We used to talk to them how to apply for college, how to get admissions, and how to get money from the government. There is a lot of money available. So after I retired, I took a different profession. I work in several hospitals now as Hindu chaplain, where I go and see patients on call or as a regular one. I also became a professor of Sanskrit at UPenn and served there for 6 years, a professorship in Sanskrit and Telugu. Then in Rutgers, I also taught Sanskrit for several years. What I found in all these cases is there's a lot of federal grants available, lots of them from different sources. So I took the chance to get for few children, and they were able to do that. What I would like to see most of our children is, even today, there are a lot of students that come to me in the local students, and we discuss with them their requirements, and we have and help them to get into the right college for them. That is one thing. When I was a actively working member, I had a factory making computers, buying components and my 4 children, they were in the high school, they were the workforce. None of them had any computer knowledge, please. Can you hear me? So what I can do to the students is, I have our family of Napa family of students is, we have a lot of contacts with the different professionals, particularly, I'm going to finish off in a couple of minutes, particularly in the
బయట తీసుకొచ్చి పేరెంట్ అంటే పాగలు కదా నేను హరం కొడదాం అనుకున్నా.
Please cooperate. Everyone be on mute. And Raja Garu, can you please switch on your camera?
Sorry, I thought it was there.
Deepthi, why don't you forcefully mute everything?
My camera is there. Okay. I thought it's now it's okay. I don't want everybody to see. You can see my beautiful Battathala, bald head. So, thing I can help with the high school students now is help you if you get into one school, or we have a lot of students in the different colleges, may not be not Napa family. They will guide you in terms of when you write a essay, they will take the essay and review that, the students from the universities as well as past students, and help you in terms of how to adjust in your essay to suit the college. And I also have several professors, my past colleagues, whom I work with once in a while. Since I'm a lot older, a lot of them retired, but still I have some contacts. So please, you are bright, as Srini mentioned several times. Make use of the resources. People are there to help you. Be open. And another thing we do is, a lot of Napa family wanted to see how you do the agriculture. I have a 50-acre farm. I'm a farmer now. So I'm going to send email to Napa. In the next 3 weeks, we are going to plow, put the seeds, put the fertilizer, and all in 50 acres we do in 5 hours, not 5 days, one person 5 hours. So I'm going to show them how we do it, what technology we have, and that will be a good experience for them if they want to get into the agriculture area. So make use of the resources. The seniors are here to guide you and help you. Do not worry if you don't have money. There is plenty of money available from all sources. That's one thing. And only thing that's required is do what you're best at. I will tell you that's what, if you think that you can do this, do that best, give 100%. So with that thing, I want to close saying that the world is open for you. Use the seniors like me and Srini and other people who have companies who have access to a lot of resources. But your parents are there, number one. That's very important. As Srini said, discuss with the parents, but it is your future. Think about that. It is your future. If your parents want to go, ask you to go to the medical school, let's say my youngest son didn't want to go to medical school. He was a top student, but he didn't want to go to medical school. He was scared about blood. And look at now, he's a very senior officer in Facebook. He's a hardware guy. And so it really doesn't matter what you do, please. So please put your effort together, work hard. That's my sincere advice to you. As Srini said, you have a goal. I had a goal right from the beginning, from childhood. I saw some people in my town who are highly respected. I said, I had to go to engineering. I could have easily gone to medical school, but I didn't have money. I had to go to engineering. The moment I got into engineering, I saw one professor who had a doctorate, highly respected. I said, I must get a doctorate. I must publish a lot of papers, get a lot of patents. These were all my goals as I entered the university. And you work hard, there is nothing you cannot do, please. You can do anything. So with that, I wish you all luck. Use us. NAPA has my phone number, my email, and use us, and we will try to do best for our children, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Raja Rao Garu. So really
Good
valuable
experience.
feedback.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, next, I would like to also hear from Lasya. Lasya, if you could unmute yourself, you can do it. Otherwise, Deepthi, please help her.
Yeah, sure, Srini.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, Lasya, go ahead.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you could switch on your camera, that will be great.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I see some questions on the chat. Please, post your questions, and we'll be discussing towards the end.
Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so hi, everyone. I'm Lasya. I'm a senior at Rutgers, majoring in computer science and minoring in cognitive science. And I'm currently on I'm the e-board events director for a Rutgers organization called Women in Computer Science. And when I was in high school, I was involved in several things. So I played sports. I was in the varsity tennis team. I was top 10 of my graduating class. I was also part of National Honor Society, part of STEM Club. And I was also part of Inspire Academy, which is a public speaking facility. And I gave speeches on stage. And then I also interned there for a few years and trained other students. So I think the main thing I wanted to address today was mainly about how you can use opportunities available in high school and how you can excel and stand out for when you're applying to colleges. So I think some of the points you mentioned are pretty helpful, especially when you mentioned like everybody has grades, everybody has extracurriculars. So these are what every student does. So what more can you really do to stand out for colleges? So I think the biggest thing, as you mentioned, would be anything that has to do with mentorship or internship or any leadership opportunities. So yes, you may be part of a lot of different clubs, but what are you doing to lead that club? Are you taking any leadership positions? Are you applying for any positions like being president or events coordinator? Are you speaking up? Are you taking lead and coordinating things? Are you starting any new clubs? These are all things that you can do to try to explore and go even further than just being a member of a general club. And in addition, I think the biggest thing is finding connections and mentors around you. So when I say mentors, it could be anyone who's in a grade above you. So for me, when I was a junior and I was applying to colleges, I spoke to everyone that I knew that were seniors who were already past that step, right? So I was asking them, so how did you go about applying to colleges? What research did you do? What advice do you have for me? Is there anything that you missed or you wish you had done when you were in my position? And so these questions helped me a lot. It's the same questions I asked from multiple people and I got different feedback. And that really helped me figure out what I should do and kind of be ahead of the game so that I knew and I was prepared when I was applying for college applications. So one of the biggest things that or advice that people gave me was it's not just about grades and what you put on your resume, but it's also about having passion for the college. So let's say you have some dream colleges that you want to go to. Make sure you do your research, visit the campus, right? Know what exactly you want to do there or why you're applying there. Because sometimes when you're applying for colleges, they ask you to write essays about this. And they'll look at how passionate you are, how much you know about the campus, how much you know about them, and how interested you really are. So if you're any student applying for this college, the answers of all students may seem very generic. But when you add this extra factor, extra interest and passion, this helps you stand out among all the other applicants. Another thing is any leadership or internship opportunities. So if you're the president of a club or you're highly active, let's say you started your own club. Or when my biggest experience that I had was I interned at Inspire Academy, which is a public speaking facility. So they trained me in speaking in public, giving impromptu speeches, like 10-minute, 20-minute TED Talks in front of hundreds of people. That really helped me overcome my stage fright and fear of speaking to people, and also gave me an opportunity to intern. For example, in one of my graduation speeches, Senator Linda Greenstein of New Jersey came, and I actually got to speak and interact with her. So this is a great way for me to actually meet people, get to know them, build connections. And it was something that really stood out because not many people can say that they met the senator or they spoke on stage. And this also helped me stand out in my resume. So there's opportunities like this that you really need to keep an eye out for. So after I graduated from this public speaking facility, I went back and I interned there. So I was teaching other students how to do the same thing, how to overcome and speak confidently, improve their body language. And I think these are all things that you say next time you go somewhere for peer tutoring and you get to know the people in that facility really well. Think about how you can go back there and teach other students. So these are all small things that you can do throughout your journey in high school that will all add up towards the end of your high school and when you're trying to apply for colleges. So this is just some of the advice I have. There's so many other things that you can keep on the lookout for. And of course, you can feel free to ask me any other questions you have about what I shared. But this is main things I wanted to cover for today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lasya. It's a really wonderful message, and hopefully that will help to some of our parents, kids. So now I want to play one of my friend, his son actually studying in NYU. it's a different kind of specialization. He's into politics. So I want to play. I asked him like, can you send me a video bite of, few minutes, a couple of minutes. So it just instantly, just sent it right away. So I was really, I mean, it's not Napa, but, I want to play the video for everyone to see like, how kids are thinking in when they're in school, how they're thinking, how they're moving forward. So let me quickly share my screen and then play that video. So you see, everyone see a video page?
Yes, Srini.
Okay.
Everyone, hope you're well. My name is Shashank Shamshabad. I'm currently a sophomore at NYU in New York City. I am studying economics and politics. And straight up, what I can tell you is I love politics. That's my passion, and that's what I'm doing here in college. And I work in politics. I'm the secretary of Manhattan Young Democrats, and I'm currently interning in the U.S. Senate. So a lot of fun stuff, a lot of cool stuff. I've had a lot of different opportunities and work experiences. And I was going to tell you how I got to where I am, and at your level in high school, how you can also get into college well and in applications and get opportunities too. So number one, real quick, follow your passion, be yourself. Don't do anything just for the college application. Don't be like, I want to join this club because it looks good. I'm going to join some other club on the total opposite side of whatever because it looks good. No, man, I'm telling you, just do what you want because you're passionate about it. That's how the best people get into college, because college, see, they actually follow their passion. That's how I got in. I was passionate about politics. I pushed myself to get myself out there in the political field. I got an internship at the mayor's office. I got all this, and I did some community organizing. Colleges saw that I'm that guy, and for the passion, they took me. But that's one real thing. Number two, self-explanatory. Have a good GPA, score well in exams, and obviously it's like the main things for top colleges if you want to go to Ivy Leagues, NYU, whatever. They want to make sure that you have good GPA. So I mean, here's Apple and a good student, but that's something you can change. You can change. You gotta do it yourself. Have a good GPA combined with the extracurricular and everything that show that you follow your passion. They'll take you. They don't care. And number three, put yourself out there, network, and talk to people in the field that you're interested in. Let me tell you, that's one thing I feel like people don't, students like us, we're not inclined as much to do that, because I feel like sometimes we're relying on parents, we're relying on this, that. No, I want to say, put yourself out there, go out there and talk to people yourself, network with people. Use LinkedIn, that's a good way to connect with people and fields you're interested in. Talk to people for advice and their what they did in their fields and how they got to where they are, what you can do at your level. That's the main thing. And that's what can be the point number four. Ask for advice, you get money twice. It's a statement a famous rapper said, but he's right. If you ask for advice, you talk to people and they see that you're asking for advice, they love that. It shows passion. And you're asking for advice, you're going to get money twice. And the money is going to be an internship, an opportunity, or some type of very good wisdom that's gonna help you. All this advice will be useful for getting into college, getting into any type of field you want to do. That's a really big thing that helped me a lot. That's what got me to where I am and got me my internships in politics, and got me to my level as well in the organizations I'm a part of. And number five, I just want to say, just push yourself, be creative, think critically. Those are very big things. If you are able to be creative about all the things you do, thinking outside the box is a huge thing that helped me. I was not able to find any opportunities for myself in politics, and even though I wasn't interested in it, this is not a mainstream thing for students. Not too many students, especially Indian American kids like us. Not too many of us are inclined by our parents or mentors to go into politics. But that's something I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't care. I was stubborn about it. I went into it, and I talked to the mayor of my city. I went to an event. It was a business event. I went there in my city, and I told him about my interest. I just straight up, I created. I went to him. I talked to him. Told him I'm trying to learn more about politics. I want to get more involved. And he said, okay, yeah. I told him, I'd love to get involved with your team. And then he offered me an internship next summer. Don't be unpaid. It was still a great opportunity, and obviously I didn't expect to get paid. I was like, I'm a high school junior, I have no experience. I don't, obviously, stuff like that. Sometimes you might not get what you want straight away, but it builds you up. All these things, that all matters. So this day, on job interviews and everything, I still talk about how I worked unpaid in the city of Schenectady, and that was one of my biggest experiences. That got me to where I am today. Every little small thing that helps. So that's just some things I just want to talk to you guys right now. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope that helped at all.
Yeah. So that is a video of Shashank, one of my close friend, son. So yeah, and now and hopefully everyone is getting what we are trying to do it here. So now I want to give a quick project demo. I mean, I just want to show, and if the kids are there, please help them to see what we are doing. So yeah, I just built a simple app. Okay, I just want to see that what could make these kind of actions, and what are the things in the background made to get this done. So if you see here, it's running in local host, and the app name is employee management app, and we see the list of employees, and there is a add employee, update, delete, and view. So that's nothing but a CRUD operation. We call CRUD means create, update, read, and delete. So now I can add some new employee. I'm just adding one new employee. So you can see instantly it came, and I can go here and update my Srini to Srinivas. It updated, and even I can delete it. So all actions happening instantly, and you can view. So this is a sample app we created, and I just want to you see what are the things beyond this one. And similar way, we are going to build that assignment which I'm talking. Okay, so I will give this as a POC, and you basically taking out this app, and you don't need to build like from scratch. So again, nowadays, and I don't know how many people have started using ChatGPT. It give you every single thing for you what you want. I mean, no one doing from the scratch. So you can get what you want, and on top of that, what you want to do, you can just enhance it. So I'll give this as an POC to all the high school students and make sure that they should able to run. And once they run, and they're going to enhance this system to as an assignment, which I'm going to talk in next slide. So that is internship portal. So similar, we'll have the internship candidates, internship opportunities, and all that operations will be there, and you will be experiencing. And this is like more like an IT side, but of course we do have a career path for other aspects, and we'll be talking in the future. So with that, I'm moving to the future assignment. So this is assignment has to be done by only the high school students. And if you do it or not, I want everyone to give a try for sure. And of course, if you need any help, you can call out, and we are here to help you, or your parents can also help you. So this could be an app or a portal. So if you are passionate about building an app, go ahead, then do it. And if you want to build a portal, go ahead. There is no limitation. So however you want, whatever the technology, choice is yours. And all I want, we need to do some experiment and feel that experience. And when we talk, we feel like, oh, okay, this is easy. But when you put into action, you feel that, oh, okay, how hard it is. So that's how life. So give a try. So as part of this portal, it's a web application designed for our internship students, and they can search and apply. And this portal also allows NAPA members can post their internship and mentorship opportunities. Either it could be provided by their company or themselves, or like friends company, doesn't matter. We want to, all that opportunity should be posted on this portal, and we should able to manage from the students and map and then make that end-to-end journey. And along with that, we create the career path and take it forward and to make it a logical end everywhere. So yeah, and also this portal should allows the students to create their profiles and their preferences and based on their search for it and then apply them. And then whenever the admin should receive it and they should able to map it and then talk to in one-to-one and then make it that happen. With that, I'm moving to question and answers. And here again, I can answer a few of the questions, but if anyone feel like they can do better, feel free. Okay, it's all, everyone can contribute it, everyone can answer, and it's a floor is open for everyone. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Srini. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good, knowledgeable and interactive session, Srini. I'm glad that we have you here on the NAPA platform. And I would like to thank you for accepting the webinar, and you provided the extensive knowledge on the college internships and the mentoring and the benefits of internship too. So as you know, as you mentioned, that's an important topic for all the high school kids. And as we see, they have a lot of innovation in their minds. It helped a lot. And today we learned like how to set the goal, seeking feedbacks, building relationship with the mentors, and encouraging the students for the ownership. And thank you, Raja Garu, for your experience and your ideas. And that's very helpful to this youth. And your suggestions to parents also will be helping in Napa family too. So parents will think of the kids' goals. And thanks to Lasya and Shashank for your inputs for the kids. And thanks to Pranav also. Now let's go to the questions. We have so many questions from the Zoom chat and from the YouTube also. So let's start from let's take from the YouTube question one.
So I see some of Deepthi, I see some of saying that we can help with I'm open to mentorship. So all I want like capture this all the chart from Zoom and compile it and whatever the required information, please take it from there and compile it and send to us. And then I'll be talking offline one-to-one and try to see who can help on that. So
yeah, sure, Srini. That part we'll do. At least we'll answer some few questions.
Yes.
Like for asking about the change, how to prep for the big changes in their choices, like switching from one major to the other.
Yeah. So again, last year, would you like to help us to answer this question? I want to hear from you. Okay.
And some people were asking about helping this the project which you showed, the internship one. Yeah, yes, Srini gonna help us offline, and he gonna post the activities like what we're gonna do. Yes, Srini.
Yeah. So what I will do, I'll put in a GitHub and share the link. And what we needed as part of this webinar. So whoever shown interest and their parents and kids, please send us your information, and I can give my number, phone number. You can text me, and we will basically work through it and then try to get what exactly you want. And but the POC project whichever I shown you, I'm going to create a GitHub repo and post it there, and I'll make it available to everyone, and you can take it from there and try to run through it, and I can put some kind of readme, and so that way you can use those instructions to run it from local. And I know, of course, the technologies being used there like a Spring Boot and React. And right now in the current technology world, the full stack is called like more Spring Boot and React, and that's called full stack engineers. And that's what mostly, used in every company. And I see majority of jobs in a full stack, because earlier we used to have like a front end, back end, tester and all that, now gone. It's a full stack. Full stack is like everything has to do every activity has to do by, one full stack engineer. So that's what, I eventually, like, with help of certain tools, like you are going to do in a 1 month show. So that's a kind of it going to be. But again, I'm saying, like, I'm envisioning like next 10 years. So yeah, I'll do that POC, and whoever get registered, and we will talk offline. We'll set up another session, and maybe I can conduct a private webinar to go through your questions and maybe set up issues. And of course, I want to get some volunteers to help on that. We'll go through that.
Sure, Srini. And we have a question like how to achieve the highest SAT score and get admission into the dream college.
Yeah, that is where we need a mentorship and internships, and this is what we are going to help. And we're going to enroll some mentors, and who are like could be a college students who already achieved that, or kind of more Rajarao Garu, like, their experiences. It's all about, like, you needed some guidance, and that's what we want to help you, and how to get there and all. But at the end of day, that's you have to come out, and, as Shashank also mentioned, you have to come out of it, and you have to come out and speak out and look for opportunities, and you need to excel yourself. That means you have to do most of the things, right? We are here to back you, and we are help you to guide through it.
And we have one more question, Srini. So we live and interact with kids aged between 14 to 18 years. So every kid is of a different mindset. So for those kids, how do we bring a positive attitude towards work and learning?
Yeah, I know nowadays. Maybe Rajarao Garu, could you help us to because you're teaching on the Krishna Academy that. So like what is the kids' mindset? So can you help us to answer the question?
Okay, it is. Let me see if I'm unmuted anyway. So yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you very much. And the best of the things is, if those of you who are feeling a little bit uncomfortable, keep thinking, I can do it. I can do it. There is nothing I cannot do it. And just to let you know, I never studied Sanskrit in the high school or college. At 60, I started learning alphabet. Then wrote 23 textbooks which are used in the universities now. And I became a professor of Sanskrit at UPenn. So there is nothing you cannot do, please. And be positive. You can do it. And those of the people who have, we have this personal question. Everybody has my phone number and email. If you want to talk to that privately, call me. So I would help you in terms of attitude change in you, at least guide you. Think over us. We are not, we are like a switches. You have a bulb which has no power, no light, but we put a switch on there. The power comes, light comes on. If we think that I am the one that causing the light to glow, no, there is already light power in the wiring. So we are only the people who can switch on what you already know. So you know everything, and there is no difference between a person who gets, say, 700 on the SAT or 1500 on the SAT, intellectual wise. So you need to talk to some guys who overcame there. So I will help you, at least talking to individuals as much as I can. And I will also let you talk to one of my sons or my daughter, and they can take you in one direction. I have a 13-year-old granddaughter who can chant Gita very well. And initially she said, no, that's not for me. But look at now, you ask give one line, one word, in one sloka, she will tell you the whole sloka. So there is nothing you cannot do. So that's what I'm telling you. Everybody has, please contact me. I will try to help as much as I can. That's all I can tell you at this stage. Some of them cannot tell openly because it's individuals. So you can ask questions now if anybody has a question.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Deepti, do you have any other questions?
Yeah, let's take, thank you so much, Raja Garu. Let's take a question. So Subhash was asking, like, any recommendation for SAT or ACT training websites?
Yeah,
Or any-
I mean, see, this is what we want to get some kids who already in college, and that's where like we are going to reach out. Like, you know, we last year is one of the student, so she already gone through that stage. So again, if you talk about it, there's many. Okay, we don't want you know, do this only will help you. It's not that way. We want like as a kid. Okay, what is good for you, and we'll take the feedback, and through mentorship or internship and all that, and that's where like we will try to see like what is good website. So it's not a particular website is good or not. It's ultimately it's on you. Okay, so that's what we want to ensure, that the kid understand themselves, and then we will take it forward. But again, I don't have any specific recommendation. Okay, go to this website, you're done, you get it. It's not that. It's on in you, so your responsibility. So of course we will try to get some recommendations from the, you know, kids who already, you know, went that through the stages, and then we will get back to you. But yeah, if you ask me now, yeah, we don't know. We don't want to give any specific website, give you like, you know, okay, 100% you will pass. And of course there's certain website they say like, okay, if you register and you're guaranteed, you know, 100% you get the score and all. But yeah, at this moment we are not, we don't want to recommend any website, but at the same time we want to hear from our you know, kids who already done through.
yeah, thank you, Srini.
Mhm.
Thank you, Srini, and thank you, Raja Garu, for your time. Your
Yeah.
experience and your ideas are so helpful, and thanks for your patience, Raja Garu. You've been sitting from last, like you've been sitting from 1 hour to the session and answering all the questions. Thank you so much, Raja Garu.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
I had an hour before this on another one.
You're an inspiration for us, sir. Sitting
Thanks,
alone.
Amma.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, Deepti, this is Suresh.
Yeah, Suresh.
Suresh Komatipally, BOD. Hey, Srini, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Fantastic job. I think you know me. I think
Yeah.
probably. Rajarao garu, meeku. I don't think I should say hello. Namaskaram. Namaste. You're an inspiration, definitely.
Thanks, Cindy.
So I've been through this kind of the process like you're talking about. The reason I want to chime in for a second is I just have two kids whom I sent to college. My daughter started college last year, and my son started college a couple of years before that, right? So I'm a little bit worried that some of these questions are talking about how can I get a very big, high SAT score or a very high GPA. Unfortunately or fortunately, the college admission process has changed. This is for all the parents who are in high school right now. Listen very, very carefully. Okay. The college admission process has changed drastically in the last 2 to 3 years with the advent of social movements like, you know, all these woke movements, as well as COVID. So lots and lots of colleges have stopped making SAT scores mandatory. Okay. There's a lot of kids are also decided not to take SAT exam at all, because lots of colleges have actually stopped considering SAT scores in the first place. The second thing is you have to remember GPA plays a huge role, but that's not the only thing that is there. Okay, GPA is very important, but it is not the only thing. Because my daughter went to a STEM school here in Virginia. Okay, it's very difficult to get in. She went there. Some of her classmates actually could not even get admissions into the state schools. And every one of these kids had an excellent GPA, excellent research, all that stuff. The thing the college admissions particularly are looking at are a very well-rounded personality. Okay, don't worry if your kid does not have a 4.9 GPA. That's not, it's a good, I mean, I'm not saying you should fail a subject or something like that. Take demanding, take, do not worry that if your kid does not get an A plus in every subject. But that doesn't mean they should slouch off, right? They should slack off. They should still put in an effort. But make sure your kids go to participate in sports, participate in cultural activities, participate in debate clubs, but do a lot of voluntary services, things like that. And lots of colleges are looking for kids with these type of experiences in their lives. So it's important that we all pay attention to GPA with and all those other things, but it's very important that you give these other aspects of showing your kid as a very well rounded personality. Okay, my son actually had a less than he probably had a like a 4, I think, a GPA, or sorry, 3 or something like that, 3.96 out of 5, something like that, whatever. But he was not in the top 10. He was not in the top 20 of his class either. But the thing, what he did was he was the captain of his a sports team. He was the captain of his wrestling team in high school. He was in a jazz club. He played saxophone for like 4 years in high school. He played. He joined some kind of a club, and like a FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, right? And he went all the way to the national level. So these are the type of soft skills that you want your kids to learn. Okay, like I said, he did not have the best GPA, but he got admission in every college he applied, every one of them. So my point to the parents is, do not stress that your kids study very hard, get good grades and all that, but that's not the only thing you should be emphasizing. Okay, that's the only thing I want to tell you. And thank you everybody for bearing with me and letting me share my couple of thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Suresh. Really, it helps a lot, and we need that kind of inputs, and especially from the parents and their experience, their journey of their kids. So it's really going to be helpful, and we want to hear from if anyone would like to share, please feel free.
In the best interest of the time, I think we should wrap this up, Srinivas. This is Vijay Gadam.
Okay. Hey,
yeah, so I think we had like great topics, right? So the 2 follow-up questions, I think we need to get the contact details who are interested in getting those mentorship, or who is interested in doing the providing the mentorship, right, and training. So let's, Deepti, why don't you share your contact details? Our contact details, actually the webinar contact details here, so that anyone who is on the call, they can contact us, and we can make this more formal approach for anyone that we can do the ideas that we have been thinking on the youth and engagement, right? So let's share the details, and then probably we should wrap it up, and we can I would like to personally thank you, Srinivas. This was one of the best fantastic webinar I have personally hosted. So thank you so much for doing this. We have a long way. I think we have great ideas that evolved from this session as well. So we will follow up more on this with more sessions like this to everyone.
Yep. Yeah.
Thank
No
you,
problem.
Vijay, for chiming in.
Thank you.
We blessed us, Napa, to have and get this great platform given by our North American Padmashali Association. And I would like to thank Srinivas Komatipally again and Raja Garu for your efforts and your patience by sitting all the way and answering all the questions. And thanks for your assignment too. That is internship portal or app. And this is exclusively for NAPA students. So I request everyone to make use of it. And please reach out to me for further help. And yeah, special thanks to our BODs, CDs, RVPs from different chapters, and not to forget our attendees who joined in this Zoom session, our friends and families who made this webinar a successful.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
thanks to our president and EC team as well. Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thanks,
And
Sama.
Thanks. Bye.
yeah, I posted my webinar team contact number in the chat. Please make use of it and please reach out to me for further seminars.
Yeah. Deepthi, can you capture the meeting chart and just make sure that there's some numbers being shared and some questions. So just capture all that before closing. Otherwise, you may lose.
Sure, Srini.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Good
Thanks.
evening. Bye.
Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you, Raja Garu. Thank you, Andy.
Thanks, Sama.